Preventive measures for safety.
Let me know when you can see me.
You read it now. What is safety? Sit down here.
Safety means to be free
Safety means to be free from
from danger. Can you say danger?
It will soon come.
preventive measures for safety.
Alright.
You don't call the songs of you. Just reduce your voice. Preventive measures for safety.
Jesus is
Not open the door when you are there. Do not enter to a stranger's house. Do not
forever his son.
collect money, food for a stranger. Do not
What of your daughter? How is she doing?
give a stranger this to me.
That's the power of medicine.
That one fine. And I say another one.
The power of
Do not give
medicine.
your address or telephone number to a stranger.
Medication.
Stranger will just steal it and give it to their person.
Do not give that to your address.
They will hide it.
Phone
No,
number
and hide
to
it.
a stranger. If you're asked to give your address or phone number to a stranger,
No, I'm not going to because that is
Then it's like our lights have issue.
never play with
My neighbors are planning on how to fix
not
it
playing with
anyway.
electricity or chemicals.
Because others have lights all around.
who are security? Function of security. Come.
What's that?
I killed a mouse, but you just fall down.
Come.
Wait,
Function of security agent.
What?
Function. Function of security agent.
Send me the photo of that your car bag. Make you not forget. Yeah. No, just send me the picture. No problem. Alright. Nokia. You buy it for Nigeria. Nokia did that side.
Safeguard
Security agent. Functions. Security agents safeguard our homes and offices from thieves or trespassers.
Though almost every phone in Nigeria now has in fact in the world has dual SIM. Doesn't have dual SIM. Even those Samsungs, are you sure? Wow. Maybe because of our network issue.
security agent safeguard
Your Nigerian lines can go.
trespass. And business
Have you found it?
property.
Okay.
Observing and reporting.
Alright, tell me. 1009. Almost 2000 now.
Whenever
1980.
whenever you're writing something, this is a large GCs. And you know it cannot compare now. You're supposed to put a dash here. So everybody really will know that this word and this
But
word
these are not
are
specific.
not possible. So that means that this word and this word are the same word. Yeah, they're the same word.
Mm.
So whenever you're writing a word and maybe you would see it and here is there's no enough space for you to check. Okay. Okay. This dash is for the half.
Yeah.
What are supposed to do here since you don't have space? So you know the names are not sure. Let me show you now what you're supposed to do. Like in this one, these are properties, right?
Yeah, I
You have
understand.
a space, so you're not supposed to write this P. You're supposed to put a dash here.
Well, it depends
Put
on.
this P. Yeah.
Yeah.
So next time I write it, be careful. Always know that the word cannot complete this. You have to
The instability is too much.
put a dash.
It's too, especially on businesses. They said that in the UK or even most Western countries that you can buy something 3 years ago and still buy it the same price today. That even if there will be change, it won't be too much. But in Nigeria, almost every week.
Physical worker and business property. Homes and property to provide help during emergencies.
Yeah.
Observing and reporting threats. Maintain order among people. Maintain order during emergency.
To provide help during emergency. You're supposed to provide help during
Yeah.
Call police or fire outbreak.
If there's fire outbreak, they will call the fire station and they will bring their truck and come and put out the fire.
You know that is
Yes. That's one of the function of security agents.
is that very low.
Yes. When there are thieves around, they will call the police. The police will come and arrest the thief.
Yeah.
It's one of the
Okay, that's why you bought your property.
people that thief that used to come into the house to take photos of them to come and probably an injured people. Okay.
So I want to show somebody that there is such a option.
And now for the function of security agents. The function of security agents, so number one to safeguard workers and business processes.
The issue of property, especially house and land, is different.
Emergencies.
You get, they appreciate. You understand? Because even if you want to sell that your property, you'll be surprised at what price the market will be. You know.
Respect.
Be respectful to security agents. Yes. Be respectful to security agents. So,
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
not panic. Don't
Yeah.
panic. Avoid panic. Avoid panic.
Be clear and
Mhm. And be clear about the situation.
Mm.
Now, how do we identify security agency?
Wow.
Now, come here. What is security agency?
A lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Security agency They say government organization which is responsible for supporting
2.5. That's 25 million plus that's 30 million naira or so. Yeah.
security agency is a government organization which is responsible for security activities
Wow.
within our nation. Now, how do you identify security agents? If you see a policeman on the road, how do you know it's a policeman?
She has taken that. Can't you just increase the rent without
How to
quitting them?
identify security agents? Number one, by their different uniform. A soldier uniform is
You can
nice.
increase after how long?
Loud. Look at, let me show you something. A soldier uniform is like this, right? A soldier uniform, you used to see soldiers in the front, right? Shooting go. Russia and Ukraine.
Like you see how they
I need to show you that too, man.
Anyway, the thing there is still the same thing because their economy is more stable.
How is that
You get, so there is no need increasing rents. You understand it? So,
a Navy officer.
but it won't be astronomy. It won't be too much now. That's what I mean.
So now, how do you identify? Yes, Navy officer, the uniform is right. So how do you identify security agents?
Yeah.
By their different uniforms. You understand what I mean now, right? Then by the color of their vehicles. Yes.
but when they say the police,
Okay.
they're going to see some
Yeah.
Telling that by the color of their vehicles, the color of policemen going to shoot someone. Who's talking about shooting here now? After they never tell you something. Stop saying nonsense. Listen to what you're
Yeah.
saying. We're talking about color of vehicle.
As quickly as possible. Yeah.
I'm slapping it on your face. Examples of security agencies in Nigeria. Examples of security agencies we have in Nigeria. I think I mean that you just know what shall you never understand the simple thing you're doing.
Yeah.
Name 5 from like federal slapping. Name 5 security agents we have in Nigeria. ICPC, what does it do?
Okay. Property. Yeah. Wow.
Independent corrupt practices and
Yeah.
other related offense commission. Which other one? Which other one? Police. Okay. Which other one? FRS. What does it mean? Federal Receptive Corps. Which other one? Military. Which other one?
Yeah.
NAFDAC. What does it mean? Good. Which other one do we have?
Hmm.
Which other one? Fire service. I think the fire service now.
copy.
Is there any fire service?
Hmm.
Yes, fire service. We also have
Hmm.
fire service. When we have fire outbreak, there is security
Yeah.
agency that will come and help people fight the fire. And we identify them by the color of the fire truck, which is always red. So, which other one do we have?
Yeah.
Okay, we have
It's getting investors. Stable economy actually drives investment.
sources of danger. Fire outbreak. Fire outbreak is one of the sources of danger and insecurity of fire that can destroy lives and properties if not controlled. it down now. So fire outbreak is a danger. Now causes of fire outbreak. Careless use of candles. Bad house wiring. Hold on. This one is a cooking. It's when the causes of fire outbreak are in the cooking and I see the cooking. It is a problem of cooking. 40. The use of fake house equipment can cause fire outbreak.
That is correct.
40. Electrical appliances. Which other one? Explosion of gas cylinder. Yes, it can cause fire outbreak. Which other one? Use of cell phone.
What did he do?
Gas station. Smoking. Now causes of fire
What has
outbreak.
it done?
Careless use of candle. Bad house wiring. The use of fake house equipment. 40 electrical appliances. Careless use of gas cooker. Explosion of gas.
Cylinder.
Use of cell phone at the gas station. Smoking.
Smoking.
All these things are
Fire
causes are things that can cause fire.
outbreak.
How do we prevent fire outbreak? How do we prevent fire outbreak?
Unless there's something they know that you do not know.
Do not play with fire. Do not touch electrical appliances. Do not play in the kitchen with fire. Do not smoke. Yes. It can cause
Economy.
fire.
The only problem there is when you are
Relationship
No
with
problem.
stranger. Who is the stranger? A stranger is someone who you have not met before. What's a relationship? What does relationship with strangers mean? It means how we interact with strangers. To interact with strangers means taking or receiving gifts from strangers. Even talking to a stranger means interacting with a stranger. So now, how do we relate with strangers? How do we relate with strangers? Never take things from number 2. Do not talk to a stranger. Number 3. Do not be. Do not enter the stranger's car. If you're going on the road, someone tell you to come and enter his
Yes,
car
yes,
or
actually.
his keke,
You don't even have to
anything,
over push
do
them.
not enter.
You know.
Do not enter the stranger's vehicle. Do not. If the stranger forces you, you shout and scream for help. Okay. Number 4 is what?
Imagine.
What if a stranger is in a car?
Yeah.
Not follow a stranger.
Don't play in dark.
Do not
Report to your mommy and daddy or an adult if anyone touches you in your private.
Imagine.
Report if anyone touch you in your private part. I've told you what your private parts are. If anyone touch you, report. Do you hear me?
yes.
Report. Scream. Report. Number.
I'll cut it.
Okay, I was able to take care of.
Don't allow anybody to do nasty
Yeah.
things with you. Nasty things like kissing,
Yeah.
cuddling,
Cuddling.
yes,
Cuddling.
touching. Do not allow anyone to
Are we talking
Right,
like
yeah.
this?
hear me.
Yes.
Wow.
What's that thing? Food contamination. What is food contamination?
Food contamination is anything in food that not supposed to be in food.
What are the ways in which food can be contaminated?
the the issue is this. There's one thing about business and investment. It's not most times it's not proportional to country versus country. You get what I mean? For example, people like Dangote is doing business in Nigeria, not even outside Nigeria. Are you getting what I mean? So when it comes to real businessmen, let me put it this way, their own calculation is basically completely different. But then if you are somebody that wants to make investment, business as in transactional business and investment is not the same thing.
Improper hand washing.
I mean, active business and investment is not the same thing. You understand? So now, if you are talking about that type of static investment, it will always be better out there. At least when you bring the money home, it makes a better sense. Are you getting it? But if you are talking about active investment, then for those who are in Nigeria, they can get into it, because in Nigeria a whole lot of things are not regulated. Are you getting it? A whole lot of things are not. You can get away with a whole lot of things. You get?
So now, what are hard drugs? Hard drugs are strong and powerful drugs that can lead to physical
Yes,
addiction
yes,
and
yes,
death.
yes. Apart from that, whatever it is you buy, the whole thing will still trickle down to the consumers. They are the people who are going to take care of those bills.
Effects of
Are you getting it? So you will never sell in loss.
hard drugs
That is one thing with trade. You will always sell in profit unless it's a perishable stuff. You get? So even if dollar goes to 2,000 naira today, businessmen that do importation will still make money, because they will still put that same bill down to the consumers.
okay,
You are getting it? So that is one of the dangers of
physical addiction
commerce.
and sometimes death.
Yeah.
Effects of using hard drugs. What are the effects of
In
using hard
depth?
drugs? Number one,
Over what?
such as fighting,
Spare parts.
bad changes in behavior. These are all effects of using.
So how is it in depth?
These are all effects of using hard drugs. Taking part in risky behavior such as fighting, bad changes in
Yeah.
behavior, mood swings. It should be
Swings.
It's swings, not switch. This one is not correct. You do not copy what she was from the bedroom. She cannot someone switched. You know what? Swings.
Yeah.
It's correct. Number four.
There's something I want to tell you about business now.
Aggression.
So many people don't really understand buying and selling.
Increase.
Buying and selling is a skill.
Oversleeping.
What I mean is this: a lot of people don't know it. In buying and selling, you might have in those days we are in international markets, but then you could have different products in your shop of the same class, because if you're into textile, it has to be textile, even though it's different brands. You get? So if you are into what is it called, automobile, That is spare parts. That one you talked about is a different thing altogether. So how do you do it? When you are buying, there are some brands, there are some products
What is electrification?
you will lose money. There are some you will make money more as to compensate for those ones you are losing money in.
Yeah.
Are you getting it? There are some you will break even. But a real businessman saying that he's in negative doesn't really know his business at the end of the day.
Caused by
Understand what I mean?
shocks.
Business is not just about buying and selling. It has a lot to do with it has a lot to do with
Air injury caused by electric shock.
Causes of electrocution.
Okay.
No, no, four lines. Faulty appliances, faulty wiring, lightning, damaged tools and equipment, electricity touching,
Water.
falling power. This is what you told
Yeah.
me now. Falling power lines, playing with electrode, misuse of extensions.
Yeah, no, listen, what's everything with this thing? No, with this.
okay.
So you're playing with electric.
Yeah.
Prevention of electrocution. How do you prevent electrocution?
Never play with
Hmm?
electricity.
Never play with electricity.
Never touch electricity.
Never touch electricity.
Do not play.
Yeah.
Obey warning signs.
There's something else I want to tell you. I wanted to go there. There are some businessmen that, in trying to make their calculation, they make a bloody mistake.
Gun.
You get? The bloody mistake is this: they look up to, let me say, up to the exchange rate in determining what they're gonna buy or gonna sell. So they might end up over calculating, and when you over calculate, it becomes a problem.
Bad gun is a group of people.
Do you get what I mean? When you over calculate it, it becomes a problem. You have to, if you are inactive buying and selling, you have to remain inactive buying and selling. Sell as soon as possible. You know the Nigerian economy is not stable. You don't have to stock. Are you getting it? You don't have to stock. If you overstock, you'll be in trouble.
What kind of nonsense is this? Someone can not even read what you're writing again. Happiness is what you I don't know nonsense. Pay not of an education. Who taught you this in your writing?
Mrs. Strong.
Shut your mouth. You know I come to strong. So come me phone and have I'm telling you because I want to you know that can be afforded in our school. This will take the man. No, we do not come up from that. No nonsense, sir. I'm not allowed to stop. Then I say it's good. What is good about this thing? Look at how I'm stressing myself to see what you're like. When everything is jacked up together.
He brought the goose back. It's possible. Yes, if it's what works for him, it's okay. But it's funny anyway. At least he will only take loss on transporting them. No longer about the total. He has his reasons anyway. He has his reasons.
Go up on him. Keep repeating.
Now let me tell you how businessmen work. One of the ways they work is this. Most of them import from China, for example. Then what do? You go to the China, you close a deal, maybe let me say 50 containers of textile, in the case of the line I was into. Then that's your 50 container of textile that is entering maybe on the Shaman market or Ariariaba. Then they are on the way, right? As they are on the way, you start buying up, you start closing deals within that market. If you sense that there's going to be problem in the economy soon, you get, You start buying up those reserves in the market. Then at a point, that market, that product will become scarce in that market and nobody can bring it. So even if somebody has to go back to China to order it, your own container will enter before their own. Do you get what I'm telling you? This thing I told you, that is a top secret most people don't know. So that is why sometimes you just see artificial scarcity of a particular product. You get? So by the then importing from UK is suicidal. You can't compete. It doesn't even make sense. You can't. UK can't compete with China in commerce, in production. You get? So unless you are talking about yes, quality brand. You get? Then another thing is this, not just the masses caring. Another thing is this, even that same quality you import from the UK, if you take it to China, they can give you even better quality. It's just about, there was a time we imported nails. You know nails now they use in building. We imported them from Guangzhou. So when we got to Guangzhou that year, they told us the quality of that nail. We hadn't that kind of money. They said, well, they can reduce the quality, because in China, one thing is this: you never go back with your money, meaning whatever amount of money you have, they will find a way to photocopy that product and give it to you, even if the quality doesn't meet the quality you want. You get? So, but they won't allow you go back with your money. You must buy somehow. You know, so importing from UK will be suicidal unless you are dealing only on luxury goods, those high quality luxury goods. And of course, you must have their market. And another thing, those ones are not too rampant in the market. You get? Meaning, if you are to import them, you don't have so many people importing them. You get? So that's another thing. But you might be surprised, some other shrewd businessmen might just go to them. Of course. Of course. waiting for you. Waiting for you. Unless you have the market waiting for you. Yeah. Yeah. There's something I want to import now. Let me send you this. Let me send you this. This video is an example of it. Somebody was doing this, so okay, check this video I sent you now. That fence decoration, the decoration on that fence. So that decoration and the fence, those things is gonna cost almost over 100 million naira. I tell you. Yeah, the fence, not even the house, so just this fence design. So you see the kind of money people are putting. Huh? No, you can't. All this, those things are pure fabricated steel. It's not what ordinary weather can do. You know, they are all imported from Turkey. So if you now want to do it, I was even asking the guy. The guy said this guy has put over 3 billion naira in that house you are looking there, and this mansion is in the village, in the heart of his village. People are really sinking money. Honest, although you won't advise them. So. But the problem I have is I need some at least extra 2 plots of land to that place I'm building house, so that, because this kind of designs really need a very big compound. You get a palatial compound, so that it starts making sense. Huh? Okay. What is that? All right. She's in the UK. Okay. After being shown Pepe. After being shown Pepe. Huh? And so no be all right. So the one that wants to be the one that wants to be responsible. I went to buy something yesterday evening. So one guy came. We are buying provision, you know. So the guy touched that big thick milk. They told him price. He was like, "Really? Since when?" He touched another thing. They told him price. He was just screaming at every point. He will scream. So he was like, "Man, irresponsible men no know wetin God do for them." Oh. I laughed. Say they don't know wetin God do for them. Oh. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And nobody they disturb them. Their problem will automatically become your problem. Honestly speaking. Their problem will just become your problem. Their children's school fees, everything. Everybody will just be running around to find money to pay for their responsibilities. Yes. Yeah. Actually. Some men self don't know how much their children's school fees is. I mean, honestly. You don't even know people's sense of judgment. Everything in this life is possible if you have money. Whatever it is you do in this life, you must see people that support you. To be honest with you, whatever it is you do in this life, no matter how evil it is, you still have your supporters. If you just understand how the human nature. My battery is remaining 8%. Our light just had a problem a moment ago. It just started blinking, but I know it's from our yard. They're already arranging for electrician to come and check it out because within the whole neighborhood has lights. That our light, I don't know whether it's overload. This is about 16 flats, so definitely the system, if not well calculated, will be having issues. If not well calculated, it will be having issues. Resigned, right? Yeah. 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 Really? So that money UK spent in building those facilities is gone. No? Are they supposed to refund it? They are on their own. You told them to start building infrastructure for immigrants, that you're going to be dumping immigrants in their country. They accepted. And then you entered a deal with them on your this thing. Now you cancel the deal and you're asking them to refund. Although they might still find a way around it anyway. But 200 and something million is not a small money. Nope. Yeah. 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 Immigration. Singing a new song. So now, what about the ones they already sent out? Are they going to bring them back? The unlucky ones. Yeah. He want them far away from the country. Yeah. But majority of them are not from Africa. No, there are some from Pakistan, so many countries. I saw them interviewing them. Some are Pakistanis. To seek for this thing. To seek asylum. You see, this thing is locked me out. I don't like this. Can you see it? Can you see my screen? I don't know his network. I don't think he's saying verify you're a human. And I'm on the third thread now. My battery is here. No, I'm just... No, not yet. I'm just reloading and trying to verify. My battery is already 3%. 3%. Verifying you are human. This may take human by completing this. This may take a few seconds. Okay. Okay, let me...
Happy ever with him today.